A British court has ruled WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange cannot be immediately extradited to the United States on espionage charges. Two high court judges say they will grant Assange a new appeal unless authorities give further assurances about what will happen to him. It's alleged Assange endangered innocent lives by publishing classified government documents. His case is now adjourned until May 20th. Julian Assange's wife, Stella, called the London High Court ruling astounding.
Today's decision is astounding. The courts recognize that Julian is exposed to a flagrant denial of his freedom of expression rights, that he is being discriminated against on the basis of his nationality, an Australian, and that he remains exposed to the death penalty. And yet, what the courts have done have been to invite a political intervention from the United States, to send a letter saying it's all okay. What the courts haven't agreed to look at is the evidence that the United States has plotted to assassinate Julian, to kidnap him, because if it acknowledges that, then of course he can't be sent to the United States. Julian is a political prisoner. He is a journalist, and he is being persecuted because he exposed the true cost of war in human lives.
The court's decision today demonstrates just how flawed the US extradition request is. We are 5 years into this process now, 5 years in which Julian Assange has been in prison here in the UK without conviction, on remand, in relation to an extradition request that should never have been brought, and that we've seen today from the court's decision raises fundamental concerns about free speech, the First Amendment, and the risk that a journalist and publisher could be subjected to the death penalty.
The onus is now on the United States government. That's where you should be going. And ask them, you should drop the case, because there's nothing left in it after today's verdict by the judges.
Well, we're hoping that all these charges are dropped and that there's no extradition. I mean, we've got no indication at the moment which way this is going to go. But the right decision will be to set the man free. He's had 13 years of persecution for doing his job. What will happen if he's lost his appeal, I really don't know. I suppose European Court of Human Rights is the next step, but who knows?
This is happening to us right now. This is happening to, I have to say that journalism, as I'm speaking as an American, I am an American, is that journalism is the only profession mentioned in our Constitution. And it's mentioned in the first paragraph. And we have a steady decline of what's going on in our courts. We've seen a rapid decline here in the UK.
This case is a retribution. It is a signal to all of you that if you expose the interests that are driving war, they will come after you. They will put you in prison and they will try to kill you. Now, the UK courts have invited the United States to issue assurances. The Biden administration should not issue assurances. They should drop this shameful case that should never have been brought. Julian should never have been imprisoned for a single day. This is a shame on every democracy.